Smart hack to make money from Starbucks. How I turned Starbucks holiday cups into a $300 profit. I noticed Starbucks holiday cups being flipped on eBay for $30 each. Intrigued, I went to 3 local Starbucks and bought 15 limited edition cups for $3 each. Within a week, they were all sold online, netting me $300. The funniest part? A buyer told me she already had 5 of the same cup but needed one, just in case. Since then, I've kept an eye on every seasonal release and made over $1,000 last year alone flipping these collector's items. My $3 co-working space hack. Starbucks offers free refills on coffee and tea for rewards members. For $2.95, I'd buy a coffee, camp out for the day, and refill it 4 or 5 times. I did this for months while freelancing, effectively getting unlimited coffee and a workspace for less than $15 a week. A friend calculated I saved $200 in drinks and at least $1,000 in co-working fees in just 6 months. Bonus? Free Wi-Fi and people watching. Downside? The staff probably knew I wasn't there for just one more refill. The tumbler hustle. Starbucks limited edition tumblers are like gold for collectors. After joining a Facebook group dedicated to these drops, I camped out at 5 a.m. for a restock. I bought 5 tumblers at $20 each, reselling them for $75 each on Facebook Marketplace. One buyer even drove 50 miles to pick hers up. After expenses, I cleared $250 in a single morning. Now, every holiday drop is a chance to make easy cash. Pro tip. These sell best in cities without a Starbucks nearby. Selling frappuccinos on Uber Eats. During Starbucks happy hour 50% off drinks, I'd buy 2 large frappuccinos for $6 total. I drank one and listed the other on Uber Eats for $10 plus a $5 delivery fee. Believe it or not, people actually ordered them. My best day was selling 6 frappuccinos for a $45 profit. The hustle ended when Starbucks stopped letting me order multiple drinks. Still, it was a wild 2 months of cold coffee profits. My infinite birthday drink hack. Starbucks gives free drinks on your birthday if you're a rewards member. I created 12 accounts with fake birthdays spaced out over the year. Every week, I'd visit a store for my free birthday drink, racking up $80 in savings on elaborate frappuccinos. My streak ended when a barista recognized me and sarcastically said, "Happy birthday again." Lesson learned. Even small hustles have their limits. How I made $500 trading Starbucks gift cards. Starbucks occasionally runs promotions where you get bonus money for reloading gift cards. I'd buy $100 in gift cards, use them to buy discounted drinks and merchandise, and sell everything on eBay for a markup. By strategically timing purchases, I earned $500 in bonuses and resale profits over 6 months. The best part? I barely spent anything out of pocket. Secret menu trick that earned me tips. As a barista, I noticed customers loved secret menu drinks. I started sharing recipes like the pink drink or butterbeer frappuccino on TikTok. Soon, people came in asking for my creations. They'd tip extra for the novelty, and management didn't mind as long as they paid full price. My tips tripled during that time, and I ended up saving enough for a weekend trip to Vegas. How I cashed in on Starbucks sticker collections. Starbucks runs sticker promotions where customers earn freebies for buying drinks. I'd ask people in line if they wanted their stickers. Most didn't care. I collected enough to redeem free items, which I sold online. Over a month, I turned $0 into $150 worth of free merch, which sold quickly on eBay. One buyer paid $50 for a Starbucks mug I got for free. Flipping old Starbucks gift cards. While cleaning my desk, I found 6 old Starbucks gift cards. None had more than $5 on them, but when I combined the balances, I had $30. I used the money to buy discounted Starbucks tumblers on clearance and flipped them on eBay for $90 total. Moral of the story: even small amounts can add up to unexpected cash. Monopoly on Starbucks city mugs. I live in a touristy city, and Starbucks sells those "You are here" mugs that tourists love. Every time a new design drops, I buy 10 of them. Tourists visiting months later pay a premium on eBay because they missed out. My best flip was a limited edition Chicago mug that I bought for $15 and sold for $85. One buyer even sent me photos of their Starbucks mug collection, thanking me for helping complete it. It felt oddly wholesome. The Starbucks office upgrade. I noticed a Starbucks near my office always had a quiet corner with free Wi-Fi and outlets. Instead of renting a co-working space, I spent $20 weekly on coffee and set up shop there. I made new clients, saved $200 monthly on workspace fees, and got my daily caffeine fix. It felt like the best ROI ever, though I had to politely decline the baristas when they tried to hire me. Baristas and my fake birthday. A friend told me Starbucks gives a free drink on your birthday. I signed up for multiple accounts with slightly different names and staggered the birthdays throughout the year. For 6 months, I enjoyed free venti frappuccinos. One day, a barista finally said, "Happy birthday again? You're really blessed with good luck." That's when I retired my free drink scheme, but not before saving $100. The Starbucks sneaker stash. I'm a sneaker reseller, and one Starbucks near me has a lot of foot traffic from collectors. I started bringing a few pairs of rare sneakers to show off while sipping my coffee. Inevitably, someone would ask if I was selling. My best deal was flipping a $200 pair for $500 after chatting with another customer for 10 minutes. The baristas even joked about renaming the place Sneakerbucks. TikTok made me do it. After seeing a viral TikTok about Starbucks's pink drink hacks, I decided to create my own content featuring funny drink combos. My most popular video was about customizing a drink to taste like a Twinkie. It's vanilla bean, hazelnut syrup, and caramel drizzle. The views brought in $300 in ad revenue, and Starbucks fans flooded the comments with new drink ideas. I didn't make money from the drinks directly, but I built an entire TikTok following off them. Gift card arbitrage changed my budget. I found out that some discount gift card websites sell Starbucks cards for less than face value. I bought $200 worth for $160 and used them to fund my coffee runs. The savings allowed me to reinvest into buying more discounted cards. Over a year, I saved nearly $500 just by playing the system. My friends joke that I'm a coffee drinking economist. When Starbucks rewards got me a TV, every time Starbucks had a double star day, I'd order drinks for my entire office using my account. The stars added up fast, and after a year, I redeemed enough points for over $300 worth of gift cards. I used those to buy a new TV during a sale. My coworkers never figured out that their caffeine cravings were paying for my entertainment setup. The Craigslist cup exchange. A friend gave me a Starbucks reusable cup she didn't like. I listed it on Craigslist as rare and vintage, just for laughs, but someone offered $20. Surprised, I started collecting secondhand Starbucks cups from thrift stores for $1 to $2 and flipping them online for $15 to $30. The funniest moment? A buyer wrote a heartfelt thank you message, calling me a lifesaver for reuniting them with their favorite mug from college. The cold brew refill trick. I discovered that Starbucks offers free refills on brewed coffee if you're a rewards member. I'd order a $4 cold brew, work for hours at the cafe, and get a refill before leaving. Over time, I learned to strategically time my refills to last all day. The cost? Still $4. A barista finally caught on and said, "You might be the only customer who breaks even here." Flipping Starbucks seasonal bags of coffee. Starbucks occasionally releases seasonal coffee blends that sell out fast. During one holiday season, I bought 15 bags of their Christmas blend for $15 each. A month later, I listed them on Amazon for $40 each, branding them as exclusive limited stock. They sold out in a week. My favorite customer? Someone who bought 5 bags and thanked me for preserving the holiday spirit. My profit after fees and shipping was $350, and now I stock up every year. How a rejected application turned into a business. I applied to work at Starbucks and got rejected. Instead of sulking, I decided to create DIY Starbucks drink kits to sell on Etsy. Each kit included syrups, a coffee blend, and instructions for making popular drinks at home. My best seller was the DIY Pumpkin Spice Latte Kit, which made $1,000 in sales within 3 months. Ironically, a former Starbucks manager reached out and said they wished they'd hired me. The secret drink that became my trademark. I discovered a secret Starbucks drink, a vanilla bean frappuccino blended with matcha. It wasn't on the menu but became a hit in my friend group after I introduced it. I started selling Customized Starbucks orders, online, where people paid me $5 for unique drink recipes. Over 3 months, I made $400 sharing my creations, though I started running out of ideas by the end. Fun fact: the matcha vanilla combo is now a go-to order in my city. Starbucks hack helped me land a job. I was unemployed and spent a lot of time job hunting at Starbucks. One day, I noticed a recruiter sitting nearby and offered to buy them a coffee if they'd look at my resume. They agreed, and after chatting over a caramel macchiato, they referred me to an opening at their company. 2 interviews later, I had a new job. That $5 coffee was the best investment I ever made. Earning money by Starbucks reviewing. I started a blog reviewing Starbucks drinks, focusing on new releases and secret menu items. After a year, my blog gained enough traffic to earn $200 monthly through ads. The funniest part? Starbucks never paid me a dime, but I made enough to fund my coffee habit. Readers still ask for my unbiased reviews, which often boil down to, "It's good if you like sugar." Bartering coffee for services. My neighbor is a contractor who loves Starbucks but hates ordering. I struck a deal. I'd bring him his favorite drink, a triple shot flat white, every morning in exchange for free handyman work. Over 6 months, he fixed my leaky faucet, installed new shelves, and even painted a room. The total value of his work? At least $2,000. My cost? $300 in coffee. How Starbucks inspired my first startup. I noticed people struggling to carry multiple Starbucks orders from the car to the office. So, I designed and 3D printed reusable drink holders that could carry up to 6 cups. I sold them for $25 each on Etsy, branding them as the ultimate Starbucks accessory. The first batch sold out in 2 weeks, and within a year, I'd made $10,000. Now, I joke that Starbucks was my accidental business mentor. The Starbucks auction drama. I stumbled upon an online auction selling Starbucks merchandise in bulk. For $50, I won a box filled with mugs, tumblers, and holiday-themed gift sets. Some were discontinued designs that collectors went wild for. After listing them on eBay, I made $700 in profits. The wildest part? One guy messaged me angrily after losing a bidding war for a 2015 Christmas mug. He offered me $100 to relist it so he could win it properly. I accepted. Easy money. Turning rewards points into a business. I realized that some people love Starbucks but hate the app. So, I started offering to manage their accounts in exchange for their rewards points. I'd use their accounts to rack up points and redeem free drinks, which I sold to my friends for $3 each. Over 6 months, I made about $500. It was going great until one of my clients logged in and saw my side hustle. Awkward, but worth it. Flipping Starbucks gift sets for cash. Starbucks holiday gift sets are wildly popular. I bought 10 clearance sets for $10 each after Christmas and held onto them for 6 months. In July, I listed them on eBay for $40 each, calling them rare vintage holiday sets. They sold out in 2 weeks. Net profit? $300. The best part? People thanked me for finding such exclusive items. Little did they know they were collecting dust in my closet for months. The endless espresso shot hack. Starbucks charges around $2 for an extra espresso shot, but I discovered that if you ask for a quad shot over ice in a venti cup, you get 4 shots for the price of 1. I'd add milk and syrup from the self-serve station to make a full iced latte for under $3. Over the course of a year, I saved $500 on my caffeine habit. Eventually, my local barista caught on and jokingly said, "You must really like milk with your espresso." How I accidentally became a Starbucks tour guide. I live in Seattle, near the original Starbucks. Tourists always ask me for directions, so I started offering guided tours to Starbucks and the Pike Place Market. I'd share random trivia like how Starbucks started in 1971 or how they roast their beans. Most people tipped me $10 to $20 for the 20-minute tour. In peak tourist season, I made over $1,000 just walking people to a coffee shop. My favorite part? Most didn't even buy coffee after the tour. They just wanted photos. My friend's wedding got sponsored by Starbucks points. My best friend was obsessed with Starbucks rewards and had 80,000 points saved up. Yes, you read that right. She'd been collecting them for years by reloading gift cards during promotions and asking family to contribute. When her wedding rolled around, she used the points to cater the coffee bar for 100 guests, ordering 50 specialty drinks and tons of pastries. Total cost? $0. Guests were raving about the Starbucks-themed wedding, without realizing it was entirely free. The $5 coffee that became a $5,000 investment. I used to treat myself to a $5 Starbucks latte every morning. One day, while in line, I overheard someone mention how Starbucks stock had grown over the years. Curious, I looked it up and realized I could have bought Starbucks shares for the same price as my lattes back in 2010, which would now be worth over $5,000. That day, I swapped my latte habit for a DIY coffee setup and started investing the $5 daily savings into Starbucks stock. It felt ironic, but in 5 years, I've earned over $2,000 in dividends and gains. The latte art hustle that backfired. I saw a TikTok about how latte art can get you tips, so I decided to practice. I wasn't a Starbucks barista, just a regular customer who bought lattes and practiced at home. After a month, I felt confident enough to offer custom latte art on Fiverr, where clients sent me requests for designs. Things were going great until someone asked for their dog's face in a cup. I tried but ended up with a blob of foam that vaguely looked like a potato. They still tipped me $10, but I retired the hustle after that. My Starbucks receipt jackpot. One day, I found a Starbucks receipt on the ground with an unused survey code for a free drink. Turns out, lots of people toss these. Over the next few weeks, I collected dozens of receipts, completing surveys during lunch breaks and redeeming free drinks. I shared the idea with my roommate, and together we scored $300 worth of free coffee in a month. Starbucks must have wondered why 2 guys suddenly became regulars at 6 different locations. The mystery of the discontinued syrup. I found out Starbucks was discontinuing my favorite syrup, toffee nut. I went to every Starbucks in a 20-mile radius and asked if they had any bottles left. Some stores sold them to me for $5 each. I ended up with 12 bottles and sold them for $50 each on Facebook Marketplace. People were desperate to recreate their favorite drinks at home. One guy even messaged me to ask if I'd ship it across the country. Net profit? $540, minus $25 in gas. Not bad for a syrup hustle. How my Starbucks habit paid for itself. I drink Starbucks every day. My order is a $5.50 latte. One day, I found out about the Fetch Rewards app, which gives points for uploading receipts. Between Starbucks and groceries, I was racking up points like crazy. Over the year, I redeemed $300 in gift cards, half of that went back into Starbucks. I basically made my coffee habit pay for itself. The best part? The barista once complimented me for sticking to the same order all year. Little did she know, it was all part of the plan. Limited edition bling cups are gold mines. Every year, Starbucks releases bling cups that people go crazy for. I bought 5 for $25 each on release day. When I posted them on eBay for $80 each, they sold out in hours. The funniest thing? I overheard 2 buyers arguing about who would pay more for the last one. By the end of the holiday season, I made $275 in profit. The takeaway: people will pay ridiculous amounts for sparkly plastic cups. How a coffee sleeve turned into a profit. One day, I noticed a Starbucks coffee sleeve had a QR code for a sweepstakes. Curious, I entered and ended up winning a $50 gift card. From that day on, I started collecting sleeves from friends and coworkers. Over the next 3 months, I won 2 more $50 cards. My total haul? $150 for practically no effort. Starbucks never realized I was gaming their system, until they stopped printing the codes, of course. The secret menu barista side hustle. I used to work at Starbucks, and people would always ask for secret menu drinks they saw on TikTok. I realized there was demand for creative new drinks, so I started inventing my own. I'd give them catchy names like Sunset Macchiato or Cloudy Mocha. Customers loved it and tipped extra, especially when I customized their drink. By the time I quit, I had made $1,200 in tips over 6 months. The best part? Most of these special drinks were just regular menu items with a drizzle of caramel or a dash of cinnamon. The cup refill loophole. Starbucks gives discounts if you bring your own cup, but here's the catch: you can refill the same cup multiple times in a day. I tested this by buying a reusable cup for $2 and getting 4 iced coffees in one day, saving $4 each time. Over a month, I saved nearly $100 while staying caffeinated. The funniest part? I told my friend about it, and he tried to push his luck with 10 refills in one day. Needless to say, the baristas caught on and weren't amused.